Oh my god. It's been a long 6 months. So I've been in Korea for 6 months and I decided to just do a 6-month update in regards to my time here. So let's start with March. I would deem my most stressful month here in Korea. Why? Because it was my first time moving here. I jumped right into teaching. Like came here in Korea on Friday. Saturday was training. Next week I was teaching, and it was like, oh my goodness. It was so stressful. My third week here in Korea, same in March. I had a student get hurt in my class, and luckily, thank God for CCTV, because he got hurt and it was like such a big chaotic scene. Basically, long story short, he got hurt in my class, but I didn't see him get hurt. He went out to his homeroom teacher class. Next thing you know, it was like 2 teachers coming to the English room, talking to the main English teacher, who is Korean, and saying like, oh, he got hurt in her class. She didn't say anything, she didn't do anything. But looked at the camera. Basically, there were students in the hallway, and I was looking out in the hallway to get the students back inside. The student, he was kind of playing, and he hit his head on the table, and he just rubbed it, sat down. So when I turned my back around to like be fully in the classroom, I didn't know he got hurt. But that was just my 3rd week here. Another thing is that I got sick like 3 times here. Not due to stress or anything, it was just more so like the weather was very wishy-washy. It was still winter, but then it was like some days for spring, and I didn't know. I just got sick a lot. I also got lost a lot, of course. It was my first month here, but it was the most stressful month for me being here. So now, getting into April, my 2nd month here in Korea. April, I don't really remember April. So I remember I missed my sister's birthday in April because I totally forgot. I remember I was here for like 2 months, and all the people that I was meeting, I kind of only met them 1 time. And I was realizing like, I don't have anybody to hang out with. I'm kind of getting ghosted. So that's when I realized it early in April. I had a sit down with the main English teacher and the principal about like my teaching and what I shouldn't do, what I should do. And it was such a confusing meeting because it was like, it felt like that they were praising me, but then at the same time they were really critiquing me, and I was like, okay, so this a bashing? I don't know, it's just the way that it was being like handled or whatever. It was just very confusing. But that was April because I just don't remember April. So let's get into May, my 3rd month here. Whew. May wasn't a really good month for me. Like, it was and it wasn't. I know what you're thinking, but May is your birthday month. Why? It should be like all about, you know, celebrating. No. It wasn't as, no, not a good month. May was a lot of personal things going on with me. On top of, there was a coworker that I noticed who just had a very like bitchy attitude towards me, and I think I had already noticed it when I first got there, but then I was like, oh, maybe, you know, maybe that's just her. But no, it was only towards me, and that's what I noticed. Her attitude was only towards me, and she was just, I don't know, I'm just such a nice person. Maybe she's a good person, maybe she's a very nice person, but towards me at school wise, she just had a very like nasty attitude towards me. But put aside the negatives of May, I gotten used to my school. My school schedule is very hectic and very stressful, but I had gotten used to it. What else for May? Oh, in May, I also went to the Buddhist temple. I made pottery for the first time. Like, that was really exciting. If you didn't see the video, you should. I was really excited to make pottery. And oh, I was still getting ghosted. So my 3rd month here, I still didn't have anybody to hang out with, and it was that's when I think loneliness started to really kick in for me. Because when I got here, I wasn't lonely, like all my friends and family back home. It was just, dang, I haven't met anybody here to hang out with. Yeah, that was May. Let's move on to June, my 4th month here. Okay, so June, I put my foot forward. Like, June was like my go-getter month. Like, June for me was like, okay, I need to get out more. I need to really, really like be extroverted way more. So for June, I basically found a Korean class to go to. I found art classes to go to. I found way more language exchanges to go to, all in the month of June. Language exchanges, some were good, some were like not so good. Other language exchanges were like people looking for like single people, and I was like, okay, that's not for me. But June, I think, was a pretty good month for me. I did start to see like more people. I started to make connections with people. They weren't like friends, but it was more like the connections, okay? So July, 5th month here in Korea. I'm excited about July because July for me was like, I would coin my happiest month here in Korea. Why? Because in July, I was planning for my trip back home to America. And for those of you who didn't know, I went back home to America, now you do. But I was only in America for a few days or like a week. It was such a short like time. But I was really excited to go back home to surprise people that I couldn't see before I left. So the people I couldn't see, I really surprised them when I went back home like in August. But July, I was planning my trip. Also in July, I was just like getting out more. The language exchange and the Korean class and the art class I was like really into, so I was like going to those things like every week, and it was just really exciting. Also in June, I seen, check off my bucket list, the Chicago musical. Yes! Oh, it's been on my bucket list since like forever and a day. Like, I was so excited to see Chicago. And yes, if you were thinking like, oh, was it in Korean? No, it was in English with the Broadway cast. Oh, such a wonderful, that is like, I've been wanting to see Chicago since I was a little girl, and to be able to see it in like Korea, or to just be able to see it in general, was like, yes, my happiest month. And now my 6th month here, the month that I just don't want to name, but August. August for me was my worst month here in Korea. Whew. August, I would like to name the bittersweet month. Bittersweet, whew, a lot of bitter and just a little bit of sweet. August, I went through so much personal things, so much things in regards to like, I wouldn't say my school, like negative things, but for some reason the children came back from summer and was just all over the place. It was a little bit more, it was just more stressful than when I left them for summer and coming back. I don't know, it was just, August was just terrible. I did go back home in the beginning of August because my break was from the end of July to the beginning of August, so I was back home, but I had to come back to Korea. Went to America, had to come back home. Also in August, I found out that the only 2 friends that I made here, they both told me that they were leaving. And I was like, are you kidding me? The only 2 friends that I have, they both told me at the same time that they were leaving. One actually did leave in August, and the other one just recently left last week. But the news came all in August, and I'm just like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. This cannot be happening. Also in August, some of my favorite kids left. Like, we came back from summer, and I noticed some of the kids that I really liked were gone, and I was like, oh my God. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe they're just like, you know, extending their summer break. But then August started to like really be in August, and I noticed like, they ain't never coming back. I was so sad. Like, August was just a very bittersweet. A lot of bitter and a little bit of sweet. The sweet side of August is that I was making more connections with people. From language exchanges to the Korean class, and even like the art classes that I was going to, and even the 2 friends that I met, I was meeting people that they already knew. And so that connected me to those people, and I started to like see them more due to like that whole, you know, you got a friend, you meet their friends, and then you meet their friends, and all that stuff like that. So that's like the biggest sweetness of August. Does that even make sense? Also it was the month that I was contemplating on like leaving Korea. Not in August, but like after my first year, I was thinking about like just leaving. Not due to my school, but due to other things that was happening. I was like, you know, I may just end up, you know, staying for a year and then going back home. But things changed in a matter of like, I think within the days of me wanting to leave, things changed and I was like, oh nope, I'm gonna stay in Korea. So there's that. Due to the fact that I initially said that I was going to be in Korea for 2 years, that my mindset in August about like leaving was solely due to certain factors that was happening in my life, and I was like, oh, I should just maybe leave. But I'm going to commit to staying for 2 years because that was my goal, was to stay minimum 2 years. I said that in the beginning, and I think I should commit, and I think I shouldn't give up when things get tough, or things have gotten really tough, really rough around here. But I just feel like I shouldn't give up, and I just need to keep trying. I need to try harder, and find different ways to just not throw in a towel. So I am going to be here for another year. What else can I say? Oh, I forgot to mention in August, I got stalked. Somebody followed me from the store I was at for a good maybe like 20 minutes, and I was just like afraid to go home. I can make a whole video about being, you know, followed in Korea, but I feel like a lot of people have those videos, so I don't think it's like that uncommon. But yeah, that happened in August too. There you have it, how my life has been here in Korea. So hope you like it, and subscribe, and comment below if you want to know anything else about my life here thus far. So see ya.